Welcome to episode 20 of the CoDaKrew podcast. We're now halfway through the Premier League season, so we figured it'd be a good time to review and remake our first ever YouTube episode. We predicted the Premier League table at the time a few weeks before the first match began. Also, this video is coming out just a few hours before 2025, so I now just want to say a few words to all of you on behalf of our whole crew. Thank you so much for the support you've given us in 2024. 15K views and closing in on 200 subscribers is pretty awesome. Whether you're watching this from Canada, the UK, the US, South Africa, or you're one of our 10 viewers from Portugal, we really appreciate you guys, and we're glad you're spending some of your final hours of 2024 with us. That being said, Happy New Year, and cheers to a successful 2025. Let's get on to the video now.
All right. So, if you're looking for Cabo's voice, yeah, unfortunately, Cabo isn't here today. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's probably on a date or something.
This is true.
Bro, I ain't got no idea, yeah, yeah, thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys. I think Cabo would say the same if you were here. He's just a little busy right now, but it's okay. Anyways, um, we are starting. We're looking back at some of our predictions that we had prior to the season, and then as you can see on screen, this is what we predicted in our first ever YouTube video. Clearly, some things are quite funny here now looking back at it, but that's the joy of making them.
Nottingham.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Not
that
even
one,
20 was
that one,
crazy.
bro. I don't know I mean that one I don't think anyone saw that coming though.
This really like a Leicester 2016 moment, right? Like 2.0, dude, unironically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean they've been going crazy. Anyways, I think we should start off with probably the obvious ones. Liverpool. What do you say? What do you say?
So what I did is that I not only made my list for first to 20th, I also said how many points I'm predicting them to get. I predict Liverpool to finish the season with 93 points, commandingly finishing first. They're so
Okay.
good this year.
Interesting.
Like every challenge that they've come up against, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Man City, they won every game. They dropped a couple of draws against some weaker teams, which is expected, and they've only lost one game in the entire season across all competitions. I see almost no way Liverpool won't win the title. Some people say the title's already over. I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, there's no one besides Liverpool to predict as the number one team.
I mean 93 points would be replicating their performance so far, continuing that on. There's gonna be no drop off.
Pretty much. I don't see how a drop off would happen. It's not like they're overperforming. They're really just dominating every game tactically. They're dominating in every way.
Damn. You know what? I think that's fair. I mean, there's nothing to say about this one, really. As there's also nothing to say about this one, though. Southampton going bottom of the league.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My points prediction for Southampton is 19 points. And
19
as
points.
I say other points later, it'll become very clear, but 19 is quite a drop off from even my second bottom team.
Wait,
They're
but
they
19
have
is crazy. I'm not even sure if they're getting 19 points, bro. They're at 6
okay,
at this point
well,
in the
the
season.
thing is 19 is like basically the median in my prediction. I think there will be in some way a reversion to the mean. It's almost impossible for a team to be this bad, like twice back to back. If you know what I'm saying.
Wait,
Like they
are they historically bad right now?
right now, okay. So if they kept on this pace, they would end up with 12 points,
Uh
which
huh.
I think would be the lowest point total of any team ever in the Premier League. I think Derby County got 13, right? So
Oh dang, yo.
I
That's
mean, my take is Southampton look really, really bad, but they don't look Derby County 2007 or 2008, whatever year it was. They don't look Derby County bad.
yo,
There is some talent there.
but in that case, they'll have to squeak out maybe a win, and definitely a couple of draws. What teams do you really see that they can do that with?
Well, I
Okay.
think that in the bottom, there's a lot of opportunities there. A lot of teams can fumble near the bottom. There are a lot of traditional giants. I don't want to get too deep into it, but teams like Tottenham, Man United, who have the talent but are very prone to slipping, I could absolutely see points being taken there as well. And also, for return to form, I think I can totally see them winning two. if they do really well, maybe even 3 wins in the second half of the season.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess we'll see if that happens. Uh-huh. I think that next we should go on to the best story of this year, Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham
And
staring me in the
okay,
face,
okay,
man. Okay.
Darian.
Can we start off with an apology to any Nottingham fan watching this video? We are so incredibly sorry. I am
Uh-huh.
so sorry for putting you in 20th. I don't know what I was thinking. That is actually like one of the dumbest things. That might be the dumbest thing that anyone has ever said in the podcast was Nottingham fourth and 20th. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'll
you
give
know,
you a
well,
can I
no, funny thing
go
is,
ahead.
I don't remember, but did both you and Kaiba agree on that one?
I think
Like,
we did. That's the craziest part too. We both unanimously were like, yeah, Nottingham in 20th.
that one actually crazy. But okay, but here's a hot take, bro. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna put Nottingham second.
Ooh. Okay. I will tell you one thing about that. I actually don't hate that. That's not where I have them, but I don't hate that because when we're talking about title contenders, you can make one argument, which is that Liverpool have already won the league. If you don't think that's the case, then I think the only contenders are Nottingham Forest. Because I think Nottingham, Arsenal, and Chelsea are the only teams where the gap isn't so wide that it's mathematically impossible. And then look at Chelsea. They're dropping points. They're dropping like 3B points right now.
Real,
They
they lost to like Ipswich, bro.
Yeah, I know. They're just not. I think it's lack of experience from both the players and the manager. They're not ready yet. They have the talent, but they need a few years. With Arsenal, I see it. It's more so if it's an unlucky thing. They've gotten a lot of injury crises. I think if without injuries, Arsenal would be clear of Chelsea on the table right now. But because of that, I
Uh-huh.
and the fact that I don't think Saka is going to be back until the end of January. I think something like that. I think by then it'll maybe be too far out for Arsenal. And so the only other team there is Nottingham Forest. I
Yeah.
would argue of those 3 teams, Nottingham Forest has the most experienced players, Premier League wise. That team is full of players that have tons of experience in the Premier League. And if anything, their form has only gotten better recently,
Huh.
while Chelsea are looking more dodgy, and Arsenal to an extent are as well, right? If
Look,
there's one
yes.
team
Look,
that
Nottingham Forest best form in the entire Prem right now.
that's true, that statistically that's true.
Uh
If there's
huh.
any team that can hold it out, I think Nottingham Forest will. I don't think they will. I don't have them in second, but the only team that might pull it out is Nottingham. I think Nottingham has a very wide range, anywhere from second to like eighth. I can totally see.
Okay, but where did you put them?
My prediction is I have Nottingham Forest in fifth place, right outside the Champions League, and my points total for the end of the season for them is 66.
Okay.
For me,
Okay.
it's on some level a reversion to the mean, and there are also many teams that are going to be gunning it for them, but I'm not confident about this at all.
Okay. So wait, then where are we putting them as a group?
Uh, you want to put like fourth?
Fourth? Okay. Okay, first of all, I want to get Man City out of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they going?
For me,
Yeah, I think they're
well,
gonna be
actually, I had Man City in fourth.
okay, but like now, I think they're gonna finish fifth, bro. You
I'm
know?
cool putting them in fifth. My point total for them was 69, and for me, it's Diaz and Stones are coming back. That'll increase them. Reversion to the mean will increase them, and they have the quality. But I think they could easily finish fifth. I think it'll be very tight near the top. So
Oh yeah, I think everything after, pretty much everything after first is quite close.
yeah,
Oof, yeah, they're not gonna be separated by any points, bro. Is this common?
I think last year was very close. Besides for first as well, but I can check. Like I know, like the point difference between Aston Villa, who qualified for the Champions League, and like Man City, who I think were like eighth, was like maybe 5 points or something like that. I can check to be sure though.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, the top 3 were actually clear of everyone else, but like fourth place Aston Villa, 68 points. Eighth place Bay United, 60 points.
wait, but this year is I feel like it's closer.
I think this year, but yeah, it's closer because the top 3 doesn't clear the way that the top 3 cleared last season.
Yeah, Damn, quite interesting, bro. All right then. Um, Let me ask you: do you have
Okay.
Arsenal second? Then
I do have Arsenal second.
why is that? Why
I
over
think
Chelsea?
why over Chelsea? I think Arsenal have more staying power than Chelsea. They are while Chelsea is dropping 3 points without significant injuries, Arsenal is still playing pretty well with injuries. And I also think they are more experienced, not just the coach, not just the manager Arteta, but also the players. They have that pedigree now, and so I think they will be a little bit ahead of Chelsea, City, and Forest at the end, most likely. I have them on 76 points.
Okay, wait, but like, if you're speaking purely talent wise, do you think Chelsea actually has more talent?
I'm not so sure. I mean, for example, one place where I think Arsenal definitely has more talent than Chelsea is the defense. I think Chelsea isn't like a complete team. They have like
They have
I don't want to say
championships,
individual
Cole
talent because it's
Palmer.
not like hero ball, but you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Cole Palmer carrying.
Yeah, it's there are definitely what do you call it? There are definitely weak spots within the team that Arsenal have patched up over the past few years with new transfers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, but they haven't been able to put it all together.
Yeah, and I mean I think there's basically no way they will this year, but
Yo,
Arsenal is setting up well for a future era, I think, and Chelsea
yo,
are too, but they're a bit behind.
Arsenal have been waiting forever. They've been in like this spot for a long time.
Not that, I mean, 3 years, I guess, is kind of a long time. But I think if I were an Arsenal fan, I look ahead to next season and I think, Liverpool might drop off with, with some players not getting re-signed.
Uh
Man
huh.
City is a big question mark. We're still ahead of Chelsea. Can we win the league? I think next year they absolutely can win the league.
Yeah, but that's like they ask that every year. So,
No, but I think like I think last year, 2 years ago, we said Arsenal quote unquote had a chance, but really it was always going to be City first, them second. We're now in a place where it's like no team is definitively better than them besides Liverpool this year.
uh huh. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, then we'll see if they can actually put it together because some people like they can have a complete team, but they're gonna go like they're gonna go screw it up. Just like
That's true.
how like, I'm looking at Tottenham, the
Tottenham Hotspur.
Spurs.
That's where you want to go next?
Yes, like
Okay.
those guys like they blow they blow a lot of things.
You want to hear my points prediction or my position prediction for Tottenham first?
Give me the points prediction. I want to predict where you'll put their team.
Okay. I have them finishing with 54 points this season.
Okay. Yo, I think they're gonna finish ninth.
Ninth, for me, 54 placed them in 10th.
Okay, that's
But
pretty close.
yeah. Um here's what I will say. They are still dealing with defensive injuries. I don't know when Van de Ven and Romero get back, or but before they and Vicario as well. But until they do, Postecoglou's tactics are gonna really hurt them defensively, and we've been seeing that recently. I like, dude, not conceding 2 goals to Wolves. I know new manager, all that stuff. That's not an excuse. Conceding 2 goals to Wolves is unacceptable,
I mean,
and
Wolves have a pretty good offense though.
they do. But still, I mean,
But
because
to be
for
fair,
Wolves to score.
talent wise, Tottenham clears like by far, right?
Yeah, and also for Wolves to score, no matter how good their attackers are, they have to get chances. And it's unacceptable that they got as many chances as they did.
Dang, dang. Oof. I mean, like, it might be looking tough for the Spurs.
I will say though, once they get their defenders back, I do think they will get better because I mean we have seen what Ange is capable of doing with the Spurs team. I think they will have like a late season surge, but by then it'll be too
But it
late.
won't be enough.
It won't be enough, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's a rough season for them, bro.
I
And
think it'll just be enough for them for him to not get the sack, but not enough for them to get anywhere.
uh-huh. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel really bad for Sun.
I do. I
Uh,
mean, He really should have. He should not be in the club anymore. And also Kulusevski, but Kulusevski's young enough that I think he'll probably leave soon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sandy's been in the league for a long time. Very loyal.
Very loyal, but too loyal. Loyal to a fault, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, doesn't he have like what like third most appearances for Tottenham or something all time?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that sounds very plausible.
Yeah, brother. They gotta turn it around.
Dude, the thing is, all of Tottenham's talent, like I mean, like Modric, Bale, Kane, they all left. He should have followed suit. That's what you do. Like Tottenham's almost like what do you call it? It's almost like a prep. It's almost like a prep team. You get there, you get a few years of experience, then you go on to the club that you're really supposed to be at.
Go on to a team that's supposed to that can carry you to the next level.
Exactly. That's where you go to Madrid or Bayern or whatever.
The thing is, Tottenham always looks like they could be a team that wins trophies and whatnot. They just can't win the trophy.
It's true. They're really like the Jamaica of the Premier League.
They they look like by all accounts, they should be winning, but they don't.
Yeah.
They blow it.
The culture is messed up. The owners are messed up. I think they need a manager that that has the pedigree and that knows how to set the team culture. But the problem is when that manager comes, there will be ownership clashes and it'll make everything not work. In fact, that just happened a few years ago, Jose Mourinho, and I think inadvertently the owners sabotaged him during his time at Tottenham.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's a tough culture for them. All good. You know what? Hopefully they do something about it. I don't even know, bro. Like it's been a real long time for them.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's only proper. Okay. Anyways, let's go on. I think it's only proper that we make this put this right there.
Yeah, I mean, based on what we said with the other teams, that means
Yeah.
Chelsea has to be third, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've already talked a lot about my justification for Chelsea based on the other teams. One thing
Yeah.
I will say though, I think I have Chelsea lower, even though third, but a lower third than other people have them. For me, I'm giving them 69 points, the same amount as Manchester City. I think they'll only be third on goal differential.
Oh, so like, wait, same amount of points as Arsenal?
Well, no, no, no. I had because my prediction was City fourth, Forest fifth. So
Uh,
I was saying Forest 66, City 69, Chelsea 69, and
oh,
Chelsea is ahead of City because City's goal differential is so bad right now that even if they catch up points wise, there's no way they can catch up goal differential wise.
oh, okay, I see. Huh.
I really just don't like. I just don't think Chelsea is ready for prime time yet.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in City, bro.
Me neither, but that's still sub 70. I don't know if you've heard the saying before, but usually the saying is it takes 70 points to qualify for Champions League.
Uh-huh.
For me, I'm only predicting two teams to qualify for the Champions League because even though the mid-table teams are a lot better than usual, I think the top table teams, Liverpool aside, of course, are a bit weaker than usual this year.
Um, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's go on. Where's Man United going? Because it feels
Man
like,
United, you
yeah,
want to hear my points total or my placement first?
points total.
My points for them is 51.
Okay, based off of that, I'm gonna guess they are. Well, like obviously, you said Newcastle was
I
10th.
said Tottenham was 10th with 54.
Oh yeah, 10th was 54. So wait, so this must be like, let's say 12th.
Yeah, I had them 11th, but yeah, around that.
Okay.
Um I will say this. I think dude, they look lost. They don't look better under Amarin than they do under Ten Hag, which is
Yeah.
quite funny.
Uh-huh. Yo, what's been going wrong with Abrams so far?
Well,
Is it just the
I don't
system they're not used to,
I
or
don't blame
what?
Amarin. He doesn't have the players for the system yet. It's a rebuild. Over the next few years, he will get the players he needs to play his system, and that doesn't mean that it will work. But
But like you give him the benefit of the doubt right now.
we give him. I think they will. Well, they will give him the benefit of the doubt. You're not gonna sign a. United are not going to sign like a manager mid-season then fire them before the end of the season. Like I don't think they had any expectation for him to do well this year.
Fair enough, but they must have expectations next year.
Next, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do think the team gets somewhat better. Does
Oh
get
yeah,
marginally better.
bro. United are
As
like they're they're closer to getting relegated than they are to like getting into the getting like into a Europa League or Champions League spot.
that, yeah, that's insane. I think like there's just no way that they don't get better a little bit by the end of the season. You know, I think if they play the same way they do as they do now, the second half of the season, 11th place is generous.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. Like they're on pace with if they play the current way, they're on pace for like what 44 points.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know where exactly that would play. I mean, I guess if we're seeing the same, they stay at 14th, right? But that would be pretty. That would be terrible. And
Bro,
even 11th, I'm pretty sure would be United's lowest position
in a
ever in the
long
Premier
time.
League.
Oh, ever.
Actually, no, in Premier League history, yes.
Oh dang. Wait, this just makes it the. I mean, it's like already probably Man United's worst season in the Prem.
Yeah, there's because last season was actually their worst season in the Prem,
How
eighth place.
eighth place?
And if they manage somehow to be in the top eight, that is a massive success for Ruben Amorim.
Wait, yeah, that would be crazy, bro. That's a big jump, bro. Like, yeah, but yeah, I don't think they're it's gonna get there. I don't think they're gonna get there. Darian.
Oh, I assumed you were gonna go with the next team now.
Oh, yeah, why not? Um, Wolves.
Wolves. Okay, this is a fun. This is a really
Uh
fun
huh.
one.
That's
So
why I
I
chose it.
think up until like 3 weeks ago, Wolves was done, finished, getting relegated 100%. But
Yeah,
then
they
they
fired Gary
signed
O'Neill.
They fired Gary O'Neill and signed Victor Pereira as their new manager. And since then, in
Uh,
the past 3 games, 2 wins and 1 draw. And those 3 matches were Leicester, Man U, and Tottenham. Not just 3 freebies.
yeah, it was yeah.
So now I'm gonna go so far to say they don't get relegated. I
I
have
I
them
agree
just
with that
scraping
one.
past the relegation zone. I have them in 17th with 33 points.
Okay, okay, all right. I think that's a fair assessment. I think the
Yeah,
Wolves are looking pretty good right now.
I will say,
Honestly,
I think they won't be as good as they've been so far because there's always a little drop off with managers by the end of the season. But I mean, they're already out of the relegation zone. So if they just stay level with the teams in the relegation zone, then they're fine.
yeah. I mean, I feel like the teams in the relegation zone. I mean, like, I'm not sure how much they're gonna get better.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, but that includes your own team, bro.
it does include my own team. I'll talk about Leicester later.
Yeah, but okay, we put Wolves at 17.
I'll put Wolves in 17th though, yeah.
Yeah. All right then. I want to talk about Bournemouth.
Okay. For me, where did we have Bournemouth? We disrespected Bournemouth a little bit, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
But not
But I mean, not
not
that much. No, you guys put them 12, which is
yeah, it's not
realistic.
terrible. I have them finishing in ninth with 55 points.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. I'll explain why. For me, it's they're playing very well. It's not all that surprising because they have a coherent attacking strategy for the middle. But I think with the way that other upper mid-table teams are playing, like Brighton, Newcastle, Aston Villa, like teams like that, the fact that those teams are even there and they're already out of the top five, like you know, I don't think Bournemouth are on that level talent-wise yet.
Yeah, but
And
I think they can compete.
They
They
can
can
they
compete
can
with
definitely compete.
anyone.
They can, and
Like,
they've beaten the best of the best
uh-huh.
already. But
Yeah.
I think there's just a little je ne sais quoi between them and the teams that they have sixth to eighth.
I mean, yeah, they feel yeah, that's a fair assessment, bro. I mean, like
I will say one other thing. Recently, the English FA made changed around financial regulations that gave teams in the Prem um funds distributed much more evenly. The Premier League is much more competitive now,
Uh-huh.
which is very obvious, but that comes at the expense of teams getting promoted from the Championship having a much harder time. Which is notice how the three teams that were promoted this season are the three teams in the relegation zone. The three teams that were promoted last season all got relegated this year. So I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen again, but that
So
is we're seeing
yeah,
that very very quickly.
I mean, like in that case, like yeah, that kind of like messes up the promotion relegation system a
But
bit.
for most fans, I mean, I'm a rare exception to be supporting a team that's in the relegation fight. Most fans are not. So for most fans, this is a massive W.
Because they can see their team compete, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, like in football, everything is like money is a lot more important than in other sports, like in North American sports.
that's true.
Like you ain't got no salary cap here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Did we talk about West Ham yet?
We have not.
Give me their points
Okay,
table.
my points prediction for West Ham is 49.
Oh, so they going what? They going 13th.
Yes, 13th. For me, the reason they're 13th is because they actually have the talent to compete. I think they have the talent to compete with like higher table teams. Like I will count upper mid table team as any team that does better than Tottenham and Man United.
Oh dang.
Mostly because I think that's a very funny way to
But
draw
yo,
the
like,
line.
that is real funny because those teams like you know they're doing quite they're on pretty bad form.
Yeah. I mean, here's what I see. I think West Ham are on they're not I don't even want to say bad form, just on inconsistent cyclical form. So
I mean, like
they've
they've
had
been flying under the radar. I don't think I noticed them often. I'll be
they
honest.
have. That's because that's because I feel like they have flashes of brilliance. They definitely have like beating Man United and Newcastle, and then they'll go ahead and lose to like I mean, let me take a look at their Premier League games. I whatever. I'm not gonna go for it, but like they've lost many games that they definitely were not supposed to lose. So it's I think I think I don't see a reason why this will continue in the second half where they have flashes of brilliance and the fan base is like, oh my god, we're finally back, and then but no you're not.
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of just that team where like at least at least for me, like as a casual bro, like I just like don't notice them that much, and I think that like they're like um mid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
but
what it
like
is. You know what it
what?
is. Ted Lasso. They made West Ham the villains, and now they're paying the price for it in real life.
Oof. Unfortunate. Should not have should not have disrespected Ted Lasso, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't their fault, but like still,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. I don't even know if they chose that, but
creator of Ted Lasso might be they might be a little bit like West Ham hater.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. But do you think they're a Leicester fan?
Uh, I didn't think was Leicester even. I don't recall Leicester being in that at all.
They're
In fact,
not.
for me, that was a good thing because I just saw AFC Richmond as Leicester.
Yeah,
Like in my head, they
that's
were
exactly what
Leicester
I
City.
yeah, that's exactly what I meant because you mentioned that you thought that um, AFC Richmond was Leicester. So do you think like they're actually
Yeah.
inspired by Leicester?
No, they're not. I don't think they are. Actually, maybe in some sense, because I do see certain similarities. Not to get too in the weeds right now, but like I see like for example, Jamie Tart is clearly, at least to some extent, based on Jamie Vardy. The first name, the temperament, the play style, very
Temperament.
similar.
Temperament.
They're both, yeah, they're both a little bit cuckoo in the
Fiery.
head.
All right, all right. See, I'm willing to think that there is some inspiration there. You know, the the creator of Ted Lasso definitely saw 2016 Leicester and said, "You know what? I want to make a, I want to make a TV show
It's
about
funny because
this."
that third season. I mean, I don't want to get too spoiled. I don't want to get too into the weeds spoiler wise, but that third season is eerily similar. Because I remember the whole plot line at the start of season 3 was our team is predicted joint last odds of winning the Prem. You know who was joint last odds of winning the Prem in 2016? Leicester City.
Wait,
Thing.
yo, this can't be any coincidence, bro. This is not a coincidence.
There's something there. There's
Uh-huh.
something there.
All right, this is not a Ted Lasso show, so I guess we gotta move on. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Where do Brentford go?
Where do Brentford go? This is a fun one. I actually have Brentford right below West Ham with
Really
47 points. Yes.
interesting.
I think for me, the challenge is mostly mental. Brentford, like West Ham, I think have the talent to compete higher. And in fact, with Thomas Frank, they have gotten higher before.
They just can't win away.
They just can't win away. That's the mental issue. And now even at home, I feel like that
They've been broken
fortress is
down.
also broken. Yeah.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest.
We'll say though,
They proved.
tomorrow they play Arsenal at home. If they win that match,
Oh,
then
then it's back. They're
I
back.
would I would play Brentford goes higher in my list.
But that it will be a tough challenge, though.
It will.
Yeah.
Wait, can you point out real quick can I just point out Brentford's next matches? This is really funny
Okay.
because their next 3 home matches are Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. So let's see how big of a fortress they really are.
Oof. Yo, they got a tough.
If you don't lose one of those matches, then holy shit, Brentford Community Stadium might still just be the craziest stadium in the league, and they'll finish top 8. You never know.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Fulham. The thing is, in our original, in the our first episode, right? Fulham was like, kind of like a thing you guys were like disagreeing about, you and Kaibo.
Didn't Kaiba want Fulham relegated, and I was like, Fulham needs to be higher, and then we compromised here.
Yeah, exactly. And then I know, like, like now looking back at it, like Fulham, like their midfield, you guys said it was pretty strong, right?
Yeah,
Like, which was like opposite from what you guys thought, at least opposite from what Kaibo thought at the start of
yeah.
um
I'm glad we can
the
count on
season.
him now that he's not here. For me, my at least my personal prediction for Fulham is the same as my prediction for them now. I think they'll finish 12th,
Okay.
and I think they finish also 49 points, same as West Ham, but ahead on goal differential. And I mean, honestly, it's really the same thing that I said at the start of the season. The midfield is good. I have questions about Raul Jimenez's ability to maintain his form, but it could be hater talk because he is the Mexican striker, and I do see him as like a worse Jonathan David.
Oh dang.
So
So shy.
maybe some hater shit going on there. But I don't know. I feel like this one genuinely, I feel like I hit the nail on the head right with this one. Like I don't like if you want to hear more about this, defer to the original video.
Come on, guys, watch it. All right then. I guess we'll put them there. We'll put them there. Okay. Have we done Newcastle yet?
We have not done Newcastle yet.
Okay, where's Newcastle? I think they gotta be out. I think.
They're higher. For me, so okay, I think they've had a very good form recently, and until then, they looked like they're gonna finish mid table, and we hit that one on the head as well. But I think we actually have underrated them a little bit. I have them finishing in 6th place with 61 points,
Okay, ahead of Villa.
ahead of Villa.
Oh yeah,
And
we'll talk
for
about that in a
me,
sec.
this is
Yeah.
because I've like of two
Oh
years
yeah,
ago,
Isak's
Newcastle
looking
finished in the
crazy right
Champions
now.
League.
By the way.
The whole front three is going crazy.
Uh-huh.
Murphy and Gordon are also on great form.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like my logic for this one is they made the Champions League 2 years ago. We know how good they are on peak form. I think they're getting back to that now. It just took them a while after last season with all the injuries. It took them a while to get to where they should be, and now they are where they should be. And I think if they didn't do so badly at the start of the season, they could easily be challenging for top 4 right now.
Oh yeah, and also their front, their team seems like at least front their front it looks pretty young as well.
That's true. A ton of potential, ton of oil money. Keep putting the oil money investment in there, and they might be the next Man City.
Yeah, oh yeah, money goes crazy, bro. Wait, how many prem teams are like oil money right now?
Well, okay. I don't. I could be exposing myself because I don't really know this kind of stuff that well. Man City and Newcastle. Um. Uh. There was another team I think that was just getting bought out. No, but I can't think of who it is.
Uh huh. Yo, the
Um.
people in like Saudi or Qatar, like they're they're going crazy with this.
They are going pretty crazy.
Uh huh.
Uh. If we want to talk about questionable human rights, I mean, Wolves is currently owned by China.
Dang, that's crazy.
Uh. That it? I mean, because like Liverpool, I think are American owners. I don't know not who's owned by Nottingham.
Oh,
I don't know who Nottingham is owned by.
let me see.
Um, let's see. The new United owners are not oil money. I don't know.
Let's see. Nottingham Forest owners. Evangelos Marinakis.
I have no idea about any of that. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
What? Those are just words, man.
he's a
Nottingham
Greek.
Forest.
He's a Greek guy.
He's a
Greek
Greek guy.
man.
He does look like his name does remind me of someone who he sounds like a starter in the 2004 Euro winning Greece team.
Uh huh. Wait, he is also a board member on Olympiakos FC.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's Greek, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Uh, that would be interesting. I wonder what would happen if Olympiacos and Nottingham Forest both made the Champions League next year?
Huh. I mean,
It
who's this
could
guy cheering
happen.
for? Who's this guy cheering for, bro?
Yeah. How is that exactly? How does that work?
It's okay. I don't. As long as they don't play each other, I don't think this guy cares. I mean, he'd be pretty happy. It's
What
a
if
good
they do?
dilemma.
What if
It's
they
a
do?
good.
Isn't it
It's a
random?
wait. What?
What if they do though?
Well, so what? Like this guy's happy. They both made it. Like this. It's a good dilemma to have.
No, but it's like an FA. Isn't it like a potential like UEFA concern? Like there could be a conflict of interest here, and he just like does shady things with the other team to make sure one team does well in the in the tournament.
I mean, I don't think you can do that much. Like, I mean, you can do a lot of things, but like,
You could like loan out the best Olympiacos players to Nottingham Forest for just for one match. Like I mean,
just for one match. But like,
yeah,
so
just for
what?
one match,
How
just for the
much is
one
that one
Champions League
match gonna
match.
help? Unless it's like a knockout match.
I mean, I don't
I mean,
like
in a knockout
I
match,
don't
if
know
they
how this
play
works.
with, huh?
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much of his concern. I think he's more concerned about how to get them both the Champions League, bro.
Can I say one more thing about this guy? According to the Wikipedia
Yeah.
article I'm looking at, I just want to read this because this paragraph is so funny to me. In October 2024, he was banned for 5 matches after spitting at match officials after his team Nottingham Forest lost 1-0 in their Premier League match against Fulham. He claimed the incident was unintentional as he had developed a cough from smoking cigars, but an independent regulatory commission refuted his claim on review of security camera footage.
Oh dang. Yo, no way. This guy really? Spinoza said, "Oh yeah, I just have a cough because I smoke too much."
He's also an alleged drug trafficker.
Oh wait. Oh dang. This guy might be. He's built different, bro.
He's built different.
I don't know.
That's just allegations though.
Uh huh. Oh yeah. I mean, like, who knows? These guys, they do crazy things.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Um,
anyone gets to his position without doing something fishy, bro.
that's true.
All right. Anyways, back on topic. Where we putting Villa?
Oh, I have them seventh. Same amount of points, but Newcastle ahead on goal differential.
Oh, dang. How many teams you got with the same amount of points?
Well, I have Chelsea City the same, Newcastle Villa the same. Let me scroll down.
Okay.
Fulham West Ham I have the same, and I think oh, I there's one more, but I don't want to spoil it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's not spoil it real quick.
But it's not
Uh.
too crazy. I think that's just 3, right? That's like a normal amount
Oh, that is. Okay.
for a Premier League.
Well, actually. Oh yeah. Maybe. But like right now, there just isn't that many.
True.
Yeah. Well, actually, there
Last
is.
season,
Actually, right now there is.
last season there were 2 sets of teams that had the same amount of points.
Oh yeah. Actually. Oh yeah. Three isn't bad. Yeah. Three is
Yeah.
not bad. All right. Where is Brighton going?
Okay. Brighton is my 8th place team, which you can probably have deduced based
Yeah.
on, you know.
Yes.
Uh, I mean, the second highest I could have them is 15th, so
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
going to be
I haven't
disrespectful.
been keeping track of where which teams have been good done already.
Okay.
But I think I have a good.
Br-
I have an idea now. I mean, I know which
Brighton,
teams left.
56, 56 points, just ahead of Bournemouth, Tottenham, Man United, yada yada yada. I think it's because they've had a rough patch recently that they're now going to have a slight disadvantage from the Newcastle and Villas, and that's why I think those two teams will do a bit better than them by the end of the season. But we know their quality. They showed how good they are at the start of the season,
Oh yeah,
and
they
they're
were
getting back to that
hottest
form.
team in the league, bro, at the start of the
Yeah,
season.
they were hottest team in the league for a bit, and I think they'll get back to that, and that will
Well, if
have
they,
them and finishing in a very respectful place.
well, I mean, if they go back to being the hottest team in the league, should they? They should be even higher now.
True. Well, no, but maybe not hottest, but like if they're playing at a similar form as Newcastle and Villa, who are playing very well right now, then they would finish safe.
Yeah, sometimes
I
you
will
feel.
say
Yeah,
another one that that we did very well on is this Brighton prediction. I haven't been keeping track on how many of these teams we did very well on predicting, but we didn't do too bad. I'd like to reiterate.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. It's just on the surface, it looks like crazy when you look at that Nottingham
It's
prediction.
'cause- yeah, it's that Nottingham thing, bro.
Uh huh.
That's like
Yeah, but
really it's like a
let's be
sucker punch.
real. Like how many? I bet like probably the majority of people predicted the same for Nottingham.
Not a single soul, unless you were a Nottingham fan, had Nottingham one place ahead of 16th. Okay? Like, can we just be so for real? There's not a single person that put them like 16th, 17th, ahead of 16th or 17th.
Uh huh. Like it's crazy. How did they get here?
These guys might make Champions League, man. Dude,
Uh
it really is. Okay, Chris Wood is on the form of his life. That's one thing.
yeah.
And then I remember in our group chat a few days ago I made the analogy between Leicester 2016 and Nottingham 2024, and there were a bunch of players who I was just like, let me see if I can find the chat I said. Okay, you want me to just go through it?
Yeah. Drop it.
Milinkovic is the Robert Hoof of Nottingham. Murillo is the Wes Morgan. Anderson is the Conte. Elanga is Mahrez. Wood is Vardy. Hudson Odoi is Albrighton.
Dang.
And that's not just position or anything. That's also play style. Milinkovic and Hoof were the aerially dominating ones. Murillo and Morgan are like the sweeper defender, the sweeper center back. Anderson and Conte were the anchors.
It's like
Elanga
literally
Mahrez
it's
and the
literally
front
like
three. I mean, they play the
what
same way, dude, as Leicester did back in those days.
yeah, like it's a 1-to-1 match in in like um a role on the team. And I feel like I guess those are the roles you need to make this type of like um
It.
yeah, like do this type of thing.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like, okay, I don't want to disrespect like their fullbacks or other midfielders because they've been pretty good too. But it's the defensive triangle. It's the deep defensive triangle and the offensive triangle. I
That
think
has
those
made
are
the
the
most
two
difference.
most important areas in the squad. If you have, if you have some support from the midfield coming from those two triangles, that does a lot of damage in and of itself.
Oh yeah. And then for the defensive triangle, like, that could do some pretty good protection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you have the right kind of players, also distribution and chance creation.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But like, this is crazy though. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh. And also like I'm just happy, bro. I mean Nottingham Forest, they are like they're our team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. So we have everyone up to Brentford predicted, For
Yeah.
dramatic effect, can we put those bottom 5 teams out of the tier list for now and then place them back in one by one?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Wait,
Or I guess besides Southampton, we already know what's happening with Southampton.
one second.
Or is that not possible?
Yo, that might be a little bit. Wait, what?
Okay, you know what? How about we put them in the mid table? Let's put them in the higher mid table section, like to the right of Fulham. Then we can place them one by one
Okay.
for clarity. So Everton, uh, yeah, Everton, Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. We already talked about Wolves, right?
Yeah, we already talked about Wolves, which is unfortunate. I should have left it for now. But
Yeah. Oh wait, put
like,
Southampton in 20th, by the way, because like, come
oh
on.
yeah, we already talked about that one already.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we have 4 teams to talk about, and two of
four
them didn't
teams.
get relegated.
2 of them I have relegated. 2 of them I
Are
have
gonna
not
finish
relegated.
are gonna finish 15th and 16th.
Okay, which team do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Everton.
Let's talk about Everton. Okay. Well, where do you have Everton?
I have Everton 15th.
I do too. I
What,
think.
Darian? Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche,
Remember?
he's just the GOAT.
Oh yeah. I remember a few weeks ago how we were talking about he's got to play the 4 best teams in the Premier League,
Uh-huh.
and he'll probably lose all 4. He drew 3
Yeah,
and lost 1, and that one was against Nottingham Forest, who are playing FIFA on amateur difficulty, as I said in our most recent chart. So,
exactly.
dude, Sean Dyche, bro, he's like he like this. These guys, they cannot get relegated. It's not possible.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's just a GOAT like that, bro.
He's
Yeah.
just built different, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm sorry, pure talent wise, this team has no business even being in the Premier League, but they will never get relegated, man.
Yo, like as soon as they need it, they got Jordan Pickford playing on a god level mode, bro.
That's true. They got Jared Branthwaite can get like 3 assists a game if he needs to. Although they don't really attack, so I don't even know
They
why.
don't need to attack. If you can
That's
pull
true.
off 0-0 draws,
They don't need possession.
uh-huh.
They don't need the ball.
Wait, if you draw every single game of the season, that's what, 38 points.
That's 38 points. And you
Is
know how
that
many points out you know how many points I think they're gonna get by the end of the season?
how many?
38. That's my actual
That's
prediction.
crazy, bro. Uh-huh. So they're not
If they
playing any better than if they just drew every single game. They could park the bus every single game. But the thing
they
is,
will park the
like,
they will park the bus every single game. No, that's the thing.
yeah, yeah.
And they'll
Yo,
pull
but
off some cheeky wins here and there, and that'll be good.
I think teams should take notes. Like
Like
especially
I'm
if
just
you're
saying,
like, if
they're
you're like the relegation zone, take notes, bro. If you park the bus
no
every
take
single
notes from
game,
Nottingham. What are you talking about? Don't take notes from Everton. Take notes from Nottingham, because the trouble if you play like Everton is that you'll have like no fans outside of the UK because who the hell wants to watch? Who the hell wants to wake up at 7 in the morning to watch your team park
Everton
the bus
draw.
for like 90 minutes against a team that's trying to score?
Uh-huh. But you know what? If you want to stay in the Prem, that is a pretty banger method.
That is reliable because if you do the Nottingham strategy, you can end up like Nottingham right now, but you could also end up like a Southampton right now. It's a double-edged sword.
Oh yeah, exactly. But if you do Everton strategy, well, guess what? You'll stay in Prem forever.
True.
You know what? You know what? Maybe that's what they want.
Well, now here's the problem for these remaining 3 teams. There's only one non-relegation slot left
Yeah.
for Leicester, Ipswich, and Crystal Palace.
You know what I hope for?
What do you hope? That's what I hope, but that's not what I have.
Okay. Yo, why?
You want to talk? Should we talk about Leicester next?
Yeah, let's just do it.
I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to say where I have them, points or position wise, until I explain my reasoning. So obviously, I'm a Leicester City fan, which usually that would be a bias that puts my team higher. But
Well, it's the bias that puts your
every
team lower.
it seems like every Leicester fan is kind of I guess self-deprecating about our team nowadays because we are a shit show. Like let's be sober for the quickest of seconds. Steve Cooper was a manager who didn't seem to care particularly much about our team, we were playing very sloppy defense in the first half of the season, and we were just scraping by through the godly graces of our incredible attacking midfield and striker Jamie Vardy. After he was sacked, we signed Ruud van Nistelrooy, who gave us a beacon of hope for a little bit. But
Yeah.
the problem with Nistelrooy is that the way he played Leicester tactically. He played us as if we were a upper mid-table team when we simply do not have the talent for that. We cannot be playing possession ball, uh, trying to create chances as if we are a team like Brighton or Aston Villa or whatever. We're just not good enough. And I
Mhm.
don't think Nistelrooy understands that, or at the very least, I don't think he's technically able to play as if that is the case. I don't think he's a good fit for us. So
Oh,
I
really?
don't have a lot of hope for this team.
I mean, like, is it like be a part of being a coach? You have to be like adaptable. You gotta know how to put your team like in a position to succeed. Surely
True.
he's have noticed. He'll have he notices
But
that.
it's one thing to understand that. It's another thing to
How
know
to
how to
implement.
practically structure a team in an effective way when you're a lower table side.
Uh, wait,
I'm sure he's aware that something has to change, but I just don't know if he's capable of doing it.
I mean, to be fair, it's no easy task.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it really I think certain managers are meant to manage top table teams, and certain managers are meant to manage bottom table teams.
yeah. Ruud van Nistelrooy maybe is like a more of like a
Ruud
top
van
table
Nistelrooy is
team.
no Sean Dyche, let's just say that.
Uh-huh.
Even though he is a great manager in his own right.
Yeah, like I feel like he would do good like on a higher top table team. This guy
Maybe
wants to win
honestly,
a
hot
championship,
take.
bro.
I don't understand why United got rid of him in the middle of the season to get Amarin. Like, why don't you just let him play out the season and then sign Amarin in the summer so he has a summer transfer window to make the team in his own image? Like, it doesn't make sense. New Story was doing so well too.
I don't know. Maybe like they saw this as like their one like they think that Amber will like like turn down the offer in December or something. But like this is just the time. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I mean,
It's a timing thing.
would he have though? I don't see that. I don't think he would have. They could have made a deal, or they could have like I don't know. They could have done something. They really mismanaged the situation, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Did I say where I have did I say Leicester's point total and position yet?
No, you have not.
Okay, in perspective, I still have them very clear of Southampton with 19 points. I have Leicester's finishing the season with 29 points in 19th place.
Really?
Yeah. I think objectively they are they have worse tactics, arguably worse I would say at least maybe less clinical players. I don't know. I think even these other lower table teams like Ipswich, Wolves, and Crystal Palace, they have something ahead of us.
Like if Kyle were here, I think like he'd probably be like crying and laughing at you right now, bro.
Okay, well, where does he have Leicester finish? Where would he have Leicester finishing? Like what like I don't where would he like where would he have us finishing?
I don't know where he would, but I think he would have it higher. But first of all, I think he would just do it because he would like he would want to troll you
That's true, but
for
okay.
being self-deprecating.
I just want to say though, my self-deprecation has gotten me 19 points ahead or something like that in our weekly predictions. So I don't want to hear from him.
Yeah, but like you know what? It's like most of that probably Nottingham Forest.
Okay, but also a decent amount of that is Leicester predictions too. The
Fair
good
enough.
and the bad.
Fair enough. Okay, that leaves two teams. One team is gonna get relegated.
Should I say which team I think will get relegated?
Actually,
Because I
you
think
want me to guess?
sure you can guess.
I'm gonna say Ipswich getting relegated.
You would be correct. I want to say I think keen-eyed viewers may have guessed that I had Ipswich getting relegated too, because I alluded to it earlier in the episode. I said the finances of the Premier League are favoring the mid-table teams, and disadvantaging the teams that get promoted from the championship this year. And as you can see, my prediction is the three teams that went up are the
Are
three
gonna
teams
go
that are
back
going down.
down.
And unfortunate as that is for Leicester and for Ipswich and Southampton too, unfortunately, that seems to be the direction that the Premier League is heading in the future.
Quite unfortunate.
Here's what I will say though. If there's one team that can survive, it is absolutely still the expert coaching of Kieran McKenna and that fighting spirit that Ipswich have. In fact, I only have them getting relegated by 1 point. I think they'll get one less point than Wolves on 32. And I think they have about equal odds. The problem
Just
is their consistency. I don't see it for them. Like players like Liam Delap have not stepped up to the challenge in the way that I would have wanted them to, and the way that McKenna probably wanted them to. But again, if there is one team that defies the ongoing trend in the Premier League right now and does make it out, Ipswich. And I don't really have a lot of faith in Leicester now, so I do hope Ipswich can do it. But it's like also which of the teams that we have not relegated right now do we say Ipswich defeats? Because Palace are looking because both Palace and for a long time it was like they could definitely take off Palace or Wolves, but recently Palace and Wolves have been their form has been picking up more and more.
and
That it's
Everton
like
is just Sean Dyche.
yeah, and then Everton is Sean Dyche. Everton's never gonna do it, and then any team above 15th like is untouchable.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
This is a depressing note to end the episode on, but
Wait,
yeah, I
but
mean,
wait, but if these teams get relegated, do you know like which teams in the championship are gonna come up?
we can take a look at that right now. But then again, the teams that come up, they'll probably just get back. They'll probably just go back down again with
Yeah,
the way things are going.
I mean, I don't even know any of these teams in the championship, bro.
Let me take a look at the teams in the championship. Okay, Leeds United is clearing everyone
Uh
apparently. I
huh.
think.
Well, they're winning by 2 points.
Oh no, not clearing. Oh, sorry, not clearing. No, for a second I was looking at goals scored and I thought that was points, so it looked like they were clearing everybody. But no, it's only 2 points. Leeds, Sheffield United is making a comeback. I thought Sheffield was dead after that one season in the Premier League where I think they finished 20th.
Uh huh.
But maybe they're coming. Maybe they're coming back. I'm for that. And
Oh,
then
and then Burnley. That's like, didn't Sean Dyche used to coach there?
that's the team that Sean Dyche coached, and then they sacked him, and then a few months later they got relegated. Karma.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is quite interesting though. I think Leeds will win. I think Leeds does win the championship. They have the best team on paper out of all of these teams by far. At
Okay.
least by my understanding. I have much less knowledge of the championship than the Prem, but from my knowledge, Leeds United should be the team with the most talent here by a pretty decent margin.
All right. All right. But where is our guy Liam Miller in Hull City, bro?
Bro, this guy's terrible, dude. Liam Miller is trash. I don't care that he's Canadian. This guy's not good.
Uh huh. Let me see.
As
Is
a
this
quick
guy?
aside,
This
you
guy?
you want me to give my real quick predictions for who's making it to the Premier League next year?
Yeah.
There's three teams I'm eyeing up, I think. Leeds and Sheffield will be the two teams that automatically qualify in the playoffs. There's one team. It's a pick of heritage. A team that has done it before. Maybe they will be the Nottingham of maybe they'll be the Nottingham the way that Nottingham are the Leicester of the 20s, maybe they'll be the Nottingham of the 30s. Do you know which team I'm talking about?
Have no idea, bro.
I am talking about a team with European and English pedigree, Sunderland FC. I hope you come back and I hope you reclaim your former glory. If there are any Sunderland fans, I doubt it, but if there are any Sunderland fans that are watching this, I hope you guys find your way back to the top.
Hopefully, we'll see how that turns out. I mean,
They also have an amazing stadium name, by the way. You know their stadium name is called like the Stadium of Light. That's an amazing name.
Oh dang. Oh, and it's a pretty big stadium. So, I mean, not like massive stadium, but like it's bigger than
Well,
some.
yeah, because they have Prem heritage, so
Yeah.
makes sense. They
I
were
mean,
in the Prem for like I don't know, like maybe 10 seasons ago, 10 years ago, something like that. They were in the Prem until recently, and that's worth noting because they dropped down to like League One,
wait,
but they're
what?
climbing their way back up. Yeah, I
Oh,
think they were. I swear they were in League One just like a few years ago. I'm actually surprised they're climbing up this quickly.
yo. Yo, league. Wait, that's a kind of a far drop, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's it's like a tragedy really with Sunderland. But I'm glad they're coming back. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm glad they might come back.
Why is Bournemouth Stadium so small?
Good question. By the way, should we cut the episode here? I just realized we crossed the 1 hour line.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, we should probably end it up here. But this one's been fun. You know,
This was pretty
uh,
cool to check back. Yeah,
yeah, quite nostalgic. Unfortunately, we don't get the vibrant energy of Kaibo, but like,
but we do have the ball
uh,
knowledge.
yeah.
All right, you got how much less knowledge are you getting from this video? Probably
Look,
none less than if you
look,
were here.
look. This video is for the real ones.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for watching, and
Happy New Year.
yeah, this one means a lot. See you in 2025.